Do you wish that you could have a place where you could go to hear from God, to listen to the Lord? You can. Wherever you are right now, that can be your place. Your kitchen, your living room, your dining room, your laundry room. That can be your place where you go to hear from the Lord. Now, in the Old Testament, they had a specific place set aside where Moses and the priest could go to hear from the Lord. And we're going to see that place today in Numbers chapter 7. But first, welcome to Experiencing God 365 Days Through the Bible, day 57. So in Numbers chapter 7, we see the offerings of dedication for the tabernacle. So Moses anoints the tabernacle, he anoints the temple, everything in it gets anointed, and then the leaders of Israel come and they bring offerings. So the leader from each of the 12 tribes, 12 leaders, they come. They bring 6 large wagons and 12 oxen. So there's a wagon for every 2 leaders and an oxen for every leader. All right, so the offerings were presented to the Lord in front of the tabernacle. The oxen and the wagons were presented then to the Levites so they could have them for using the tabernacle. God is always providing. So the Levites, remember, they had 3 tribes, right? The Gershonites, the Merarites, and the Kohathites, right? So the Gershonites, they were given 2 wagons and 4 oxen. The Merarites were given 4 wagons and 8 oxen. Well, that's all 6 wagons and 12 oxen. What happened to the Kohathites? They didn't get any. They didn't get any wagons or any oxen because they were in the division that was required to carry the objects of the tabernacle on their shoulders. That's a tough job. Okay, so after they bring that, the next 12 days, the leaders of each tribe, one by one, so 12 days, a leader each day, they brought their offerings consisting of silver platters, silver basins, gold containers, grain, incense, animals for burning, for the burnt offerings, sin offering, and peace offerings. So they bring that. Listen to what they bring all together in Numbers chapter 7, verses 84 through 88. So this was the dedication offering brought by the leaders of Israel at the time of the altar was anointed. 12 silver platters, 12 silver basins, 12 gold incense containers. Each silver platter weighed 3 1/4 pounds, and each silver basin weighed 1 3/4 pounds. The total weight of silver was 60 pounds, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. Each of the 12 gold containers was filled with incense weighing 4 ounces, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. The total weight of the gold was 3 pounds. 12 young bulls, 12 rams, and 12 one-year-old male lambs were donated for the burnt offerings, along with their prescribed grain offerings. 12 male goats were brought for the sin offerings, 24 bulls, 60 rams, 60 male goats, and 60 one-year-old male lambs were donated for the peace offerings. This was the dedication offering for the altar after it was anointed. So every day they brought these things, 12 days. And at the end of chapter 7, after this is done, after it's dedicated, after all the gifts are given, the offerings are placed, the sin offering, the burnt offering, the grain offering, Moses goes to speak to the Lord. In Numbers chapter 7, verse 89, listen to this. Whenever Moses went into the tabernacle to speak with the Lord, he heard the voice speaking to him from between the 2 cherubim above the ark's cover, the place of atonement, that rests on the ark of the covenant. The Lord spoke to him there. Moses could go there to hear from the Lord, right? What stood out to you today? The offering from the 12 tribes, right? The 12 tribes of Israel, they brought the wagons, 6 wagons and the 12 oxen, just what was needed for the Levites in moving the tabernacle. God can and will use your offering for his purpose. It was a perfect offering and he used it. And not only that, he provided the perfect offering so they could do what he had asked them to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. God sees you. He loves you. He has a great plan for your life. I pray the Holy Spirit ministered to you today through this. Tomorrow we will continue on with Numbers chapters 8 through 10. See you there.